What is up, assholes? Welcome back to another Gwent video. How about that? Yesterday, Team Elderblood posted their most recent meta report, and honestly, I was kind of shocked to see any meta report being posted because I was under the impression they were all done. As you all probably know by now, Gwent is in a weird state where we have a time limit on how much time we have left as a fully developer-supported game. After this year is through, there will be no more new cards, no more developer support. There will be community balancing, but that's it. And understandably so, the different gaming teams are cutting down on their own support for the game, if you want to call it that. But it's nice to see Team Elderblood still sticking in there. It's nice to have at least some point of reference. Anyway, there were a few decks on there. None of them were too interesting, but we're going to try the one that was single-handedly in the tier 1. And that is a Travelling Priestess list. I imagine most of you have seen this. Way before this meta report came out, I did encounter a few Travelling Priestess lists. Of course, they're all mostly the same, but there are some Golden Necker variants too, which is cool. And the point of the deck is very simple, right? We cycle Travelling Priestess. It gains 2 charges every time we put it back into our deck. That includes mulligans. We have multiple effects that let us draw cards and put back cards. And the idea is to get a bunch of charges on this, get it boosted so it gains Zeal, use Vernon Roche on a very, very thinned deck to pull out a Tridem, a Travelling Priestess on the last turn, get a shit ton of points, and then win, hopefully. And that's really all there is to it. That's all we're doing. We have, Sunset Wanderers, which synergizes really well with us drawing cards, constantly shifting its position in our hand so it gets to boost even more. Snowdrop can get really big. And Muted Generator, a card that I don't actually like. And unless I discover today that it's incredibly vital to this list, I might try to make my own version without this, because I don't care for the card. I don't like it. I don't think it's fun to play. I don't think it's fun to play against, but we're gonna try it out because I have never played it on a video, so we might as well do that. Because we do play a lot of 5s. I guess that's the general idea. Play some 5s, get some carryover, which is nice. No problems there. And yeah, I mean, so we do. We have some tempo thinning. We have a lot of cycling just to buff up our little final turn combo. In theory, like I'm a fan of this card. Like I don't know how powerful it is deemed to be after it got nerfed, but obviously it's still the namesake of a tier 1 deck apparently, so it's probably good. But is it broken still? I don't know. I hope not, because I like the card. I like the concept. And this whole NR thing of cycling, it's a shame that there were no Melitele decks, because I've barely found any. And I don't know where I would start in making one, but I think this is a fair start, because it's a lot of the same stuff. Just drawing cards and putting them back as much as possible. So maybe this can lead to greater things. We can hope. But for now, we're just gonna try this deck. I've not played this ever, so you're gonna get to see some raw gameplay, some rough down in the dirt gameplay. Probably gonna mess up a lot, but I mean I do understand what I'm trying to accomplish here, so hopefully my brain will work and I will be able to actually do it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I do too. I mean, I imagine I will. I mean, like I said, a lot of the concepts behind this deck I find actually pretty cool. And pretty unique to Northern Realms. They have kind of this deck cycling thing going on, and I don't hate it. But for now, let's get to the gameplay. Enjoy. Alright, we have successfully entered into a match against Nilfgaard, of course. Well, I am the North, and I do kind of want to tuck tail, but you know, I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. We're gonna be smart. We're gonna win with intelligence. Shuffling knickers is pretty smart. I don't have a siege engine. I would really, really like a siege engine. And not a roach. Gotta be smart, I told you. Big brain mulligans. No priestesses to mulligan though, which is kind of sad. They're just stuck at 2 charges. Now, the main thing I'm uncertain of in playing this is when and how to use my leader. Oh no. Oh no. Anything but that. Please. Please, please, please. I don't know what they're abusing, but it's something. Okay. Just gotta be smart. Just gotta... Being smart, I mean... we don't have a lot of interaction. I mean, already this is well beyond what I can interact with. Are they going to... I mean, they have another one in hand. The one they copied. And they probably have... You know, they have another one in the deck. Or in hand. They have probably Informants. Probably Vigo. Brathens. This is gonna be a big loss. See, now that he has passed this, I can do this. Get some carryover. Draw knickers. I mean, this deck at least can handle that. It's fine. It's fine to draw knickers. Carryover is good. Carryover is good. How do I approach this? Like, I can't just pass. I can't just pass before they do their combo, because they can just play down the 4 cards, establish whatever bullshit they're trying to do, pass, and then I lose. The nice thing is all of these cost 5, so if I decide to start triggering the melee effect of this, I will get a lot of points. That is a nice thing. I think... Let's do a little drawing. Okay, you gotta go back. I don't want this. And let's just kill whatever. Or, you know, not kill. Might as well do this too. Anything in particular I want to pincer? Not yet. We could go for Radovid. Hey, nice of you to join us. So I used to think this only affected bronzes, but it actually affects everything. So Snowdrop being an 8 actually boosted Hubert. Which is cool. And it would have boosted Knickers, actually, if I put Knickers back first. I would have actually buffed that too. Alright, we're learning. We're learning. I said to be smart, and I ended up being dumb. I mean, look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5s. I mean, that's enough. If I play this on melee row, it's like 5 extra points. And I can actually kill off one of these. Let's do that. And, yeah, the Mentor is also a 5, so I play that on melee. It's another 10 points. Mute Generator, I mean, putting in work. I think this may actually be my first time ever playing it. Ever. Yeah. Okay, I gotta do something here. I should have established Istrid, shouldn't I? Let's just do that. And then we can, let's see, this, if you haven't passed and there, I guess I can do it next turn. Okay. I can draw with Mentor, which will buy me more time with the Wanderers. It's just, what are they abusing? Is it Tibor? Is it... I don't think it's Cultist scenario. Although it could be. It probably is. At this state of the game, I would imagine it's the scenario. I think we might see it happen here. No? Why the Kingslayer all of a sudden? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, a new Mentor is great. Okay, I have to put this back, but we still got another turn with this. Do we? We don't need him. And he buffs the drawn cards. Yeah, so we don't boost Roach by putting him back in. And we do Istrid next turn. Okay, this grabs a unit, which tells me that it's probably something more unit-based. Okay, you go back. This is not boosted, right? And this is only good if I get a siege engine, which I imagine I won't.
The city is ravaged by rot. Be yourself, only better.
I mean, we got it there. At this point, I'm probably gonna put him back, just cuz. Suddenly points on the board. How did he go to 8? I'm not actually sure. Okay, at this point we can't lose Wanderers. We cannot lose it. My melee row is full, which is really, really bad for me. Really bad. Oh no, don't play that. Play Ratty Daddy.
It is how I punished it to irritate.
How does he work if I don't have space? Okay. Did you not get your combo? What? I mean, I know I can pass. Wanderers doesn't work if I pass. All right. Nilfgaard for the third time, but you know what? Whatever. I'm upset because I just lost a very promising match due to my Wi-Fi just being a bitch. The thing is, I want every faction to be equally good, of course. I want perfect balance across the entire game. But whenever Nilfgaard is playable, or, you know, even good, great, OP, whatever, so many people play it. Like, I want Nilfgaard to be just as good as every other faction. But when that's the case, way more people play Nilfgaard than anything else. And, you know, Nilfgaard is... I mean, any faction is boring if you play against it significantly more than any other. Like, that's just a very basic fact. But it's a little bit annoying. It is a little bit annoying. I don't have any other 7s. But if I get Snowdrop on the ranged robe before Knickers comes out, then Knickers will actually be one bigger. Or I can play her melee after he comes out and he'll still be bigger. Like, there's no real difference. I'm getting them both out.
I need not spill blood to make you suffer like never.
Alright. That's interesting, I guess. Do I play her? Do I use a leader charge? What do I do here? I would like Istrid and I would like Radovid. I think Istrid is probably really good. Let me shuffle this back. And he boosted Dorgray. Hey. Muted generator, 1 point. Let's go. And now he dies. Don't enslave him. The one good thing is that I get to go second every match today, apparently. Which does put me at ease, makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, read the card. He actually did it. The madman actually did it. Why play him in the front if you're not going to immediately use him? That's the second Nilfgaard player in a row now that does this. Like, sure, steal Thalar, fine. But why do it like that? Oh, both Siege Masters. Now that is epic. I'm gonna shuffle this and probably this just for the sake of your boy. Whenever I click Thalar, I expect to have to shuffle something back because there's so few cards in the game that actually just draws both people a card. There's Mata. And then there's Stregobor. And Isbel. But two of those were never really good, and one of them got power crap years ago, so. Story of Gwent in a nutshell, I guess. A lot of cards that were never good or were power crap years ago. Istred going for it. I hope that you have Damien or some shit, because round 1 Enslave is... And when you're going first too, like... Okay, I mean, I don't think they really have any enemy boosting synergies, so it's like whatever for them what they do. Oh, man, if I could wait, I would, but I can't. You're not a soldier, are you? And you're range locked, yes. Mr. Roche, Mr. Tridum. I know what I'm shuffling back. Although I can't do it yet. A pass. Huh? A pass. Okay, how do I quickly make up some points here? Let's see, I have 10. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have to play these in the front. I can play them for carryover in the back. We can just keep him in the hand. Right? I can just... Yeah, keep him in the hand. Finally, we hit one of those. We're gonna have to do the big boost here. Probably gonna hit Radovid, actually. That seems good. And then we stop the Wanderers right at the end. Okay, is this gonna work? I don't know. I have no idea. We got some last minute carryover there though. That's nice. It's really nice. Okay, siege engine's not as important. But I want to take my mulligans just to... Yes, there we go. Just to hit that. Very nice. Look, I don't mind going into round 3 with a Knickers. A 5-point Knickers in my deck. It's not often you get to do that. I mean, last say is very important for us. If we can set up our combo properly, that should be just very, very powerful. So... That's fine. Yeah, we got the big Wanderers. We got the Knickers carryover. 3 boosts on a lot of these 5 costs. That's pretty good. Is that the good one? That is the good one. Alright, putting her back. That's the bad one. What do we do about the bad one? Can I thin 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we thin 3, which means we are down to 2 cards, which will be the Good Priestess and your boy Tridum. I do have to make sure I do this right. I have to put Knickers back. I have to pull out Radovid. Okay, they are low rolling. Dude, I swear, if they don't have Damien, or, you know, just some way to justify the round 1 leader, I hope that bites them in the ass really hard. Okay, let's see, I have to just play something first. And I think... Obviously, playing the cards to the left of Wanderers is good. Shuffling in this Knickers is going to be good for Wanderers too. You know, I'm hopeful. I think we might actually be able to pull off the combo pretty nicely here and probably see some real power from this deck. Maybe get a good display of why this is tier 1.
The senses can be fooled easily.
Yeah, that's... I mean, that's just kind of whatever, right? That's 1 point per turn. We don't really care that they have this. It's just... it's points, right? We have points, they have points. I'm gonna grab out Mr. Ratty Daddy.
The city is ravaged by rot.
And... yeah, play out the engines. Play out the engines. If they have removal, we're gonna draw it out here, so Radovid sticks. Those extra later charges could actually be really good once we thin the deck here. Looking forward to it. And also this.
I know the truth. I simply want you to admit.
Okay, it's not too bad, not too bad. Let's also get this down, and then we have to start shuffling a little bit. Which is actually easier said than done. I mean, I don't mind if the Wanderers go out now. I really don't. If I play Radovid and then do... no. No, I want to get Knickers out before I start doing much drawing. So we might just have to settle. Might just have to settle for a Wanderer soon. Yeah, that's not really a better card though, is it? It's not really a better card. Okay. Taking out one engine feels good. Probably gonna set my sights on that one now. Let's see, Radovid. I mean, Radovid is what lets me boost this now.
Do not test my patience.
Let's see, I think we just get this. And then we shuffle this back. Just for some points. Let's see if Radovid sticks. If he doesn't... okay, we lose.
Quite a painful task.
Knickers, why couldn't you have just come out sooner, my brother? Okay, I mean, the combo still lives. The combo still lives, and I'm actually getting mad deja vu here. Talking about a combo that still lives, Sunset Wanderer is about to pop off. Have I done this before? No. By the way, if you're hearing a lot of noise, I'm sorry. They're doing massive construction work literally right outside my building. So, hopefully you don't hear too much of that. Okay, Wanderers is going to pop off. And we have this to rectify our hand. I think it might just be Dorgray here.
I do not mince words. On reason.
Yeah. Draw the Tridom. Yeah, so this Mentor is gonna put in the last bit of work, draw these two, shuffle back the big one, and the Tridom. Hopefully Vilgefortz was their only way to mess this up. This is not the guy who played the random Kingslayer, right? No, that was the last one. Ay, ay, ay. This could still work. This could still work. I mean, actually, if Vilgefortz had pulled out something else and then Knickers would have come out, we would have overthinned. So actually this was good. This might have actually been good. Which feels weird to say, but I mean it is absolutely true. Okay, we're gonna finish off this now, which I feel really good about. See, Vilgefortz is their only way to mess up our deck. Like in a traditional, I mean, this is probably just a meta deck. Like in Enslave 6 with some assimilate stuff, it's also on the meta reports, so this is probably just that. And I think their only way to mess with us was Vilgefortz, and I think Knickers took quite the bullet for us there. We don't care. We really, really, really don't care. Is it time for the heat wave yet? I don't think they're going to go bigger than a thing. I can do this. All right. You and the big one. And just hope they can't disrupt this. Oh, that's fine. That is so fine. And now that this is boosted, it's actually a decent card. I think we got this. Oh, if they get like a Thaler, Dorgrey's fine. Dorgrey is so fine. Okay. I mean, most likely they just forfeit here. No, they're gonna just barely force me to do it. And because I'm not gonna be super toxic, like I can't even spend my charges. I was about to just end the round without spending a single charge because I'm not gonna be that guy. So that was very anticlimactic. But I mean the deck did exactly what it's trying to do here. And that felt nice. I think we got a good display there. All right. You know, as someone who's trying to make videos about Gwent, and specifically make videos to highlight the better parts of the game, it really sucks when it's just 4 Nilfgaard players in a row. Because I want variety, I want diversity. I'm tempted to forfeit just to not waste my time and just find something else. It can't be Nilfgaard again. Can it? No, that's not good content. You know what? I'm in pro rank. I don't care about MMR. I can't. I don't remember if my Nilfgaard speech was in the second match, which I'm gonna cut because I just lost to a disconnect, or if I did it in the match that I'm going to show. But I should probably put in that speech. When Nilfgaard is good, not even necessarily OP or broken, when it's just playable, it is overplayed like crazy. And there's just something very, very strange about that, because that just means that Nilfgaard has to be underpowered, or the game will suck. Even if it's just balanced, the game will suck. Okay. 5th Nilfgaard in a row. I'm gonna have to forfeit again. I'm not doing it. I'm making a video. I need some variety. Alright, let's... Fuck you.
It is how I punish those who irritate.
6 Nilfgaards in a row. And you know what? Like this is not new today. Like for the probably better part of my climb from rank 9 to pro rank. Way too much Nilfgaard. Alright, 7th Nilfgaard in a row.
Best yield now.
God, I am glad I am in pro rank and I don't care about MMR because then I can just forfeit. I can just forfeit so easily. Okay.
To the dungeon with it.
Alright. Alright. Okay, okay, I was wrong. The last one wasn't Scoia'tael, but it would be Scoia'tael. Is it also movement? Dude, I was pretty on the money with that one. You know, I'm gonna get one of these just to get a boost on it, and you know, this would be nice, but this just means I have to go through 5 more Nilfgaard players, and I don't have time for this. Anything but Nilfgaard.
It is how I punish
All right,
those who irritate.
all right. Bounty? No, off the books. I don't know what this could be, but it's not Nilfgaard. Man, drawn all the bricks, huh? We want to put this back. I mean, we have plenty of ways to put it back, so it's not like it's super important what we do and don't do. Thinking muta generator, right? Mutagen? Can't do it on turn 1. Alright. Man, this is hard, because I want to save all of these for when I have muta generator out. Uh-oh, spaghettios. Alright, I guess we're doing this.
I'm an officer, I'm a gentleman.
That is fine. Gives us a little bit to do. Poison. Why does he have immunity? I just don't get it. And this is a cooldown thing, so I... Clever. Clever, 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 clever. Well, I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna... Nah. Let us go. You got a heat wave? Or do they play devotion now? Well, I don't see why they would do that. Alright, a Big Daddy engine. Is that a lock? I don't think that's a lock. Happy about the Veil here. Although, you know, they're mostly self-poisoning, but they have the ability to not self-poison. They do have the Veiled Abomination? Is that what it's called? Failed Experiment? Failed Experiment, I think. But I think there's a card called Abomination something too. That's probably the guy that self-purifies every turn. I think. Actually not sure. Yeah, we're just gonna play for points. Yeah, just gonna put this down. Might have to use a leader charge soon. You know, just put the Tridem in and probably get Radovid out. I don't necessarily hate that. Morale. I think morale could be a lock. Or is he a lock? I mean, morale will kill something here. This is points. This is probably a lot of points. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna lock him. I'm gonna get out Ratty Daddy.
I shall teach the lesson not to forget.
That counts off of leader too. That makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Okay, we have nothing too scary for them to poison, but holy shit, they can poison quickly. We still have a lot of points over them though. And now we have the mentors enabled, which is really good. Just gonna keep hitting him. Should also do Radovid, but this buys us some time. I'm gonna play this. I don't think we need the points on the board necessarily. So why did you have to take both of these things? Although we could go for some points on the board. I only have 4 of those left, so this next one could go melee. Could hit for some pointises. Yeah. Give it Veil. Okay, we might have to settle for the Wanderers this turn. This round, rather. That's good, though. That's kind of good. Do we ditch Radovid? That seems wrong. Yeah, we ditched the Ballista. We should use Kerseran. You know, just in case we win, I want to dry pass, so I don't actually have time to. So we can use this to draw. Heat Wave. And then we use this. We're gonna boost up. We don't want to go too big. We probably should just boost something we're not gonna get poisoned, right? I mean, everything else is actually pretty big. Okay. Holy shit, that was close. Okay. We still have a pass here. Or I could go for it. Just play Radovid. Tell them, get out now or eat my ass, you know? Get the 10 points from Wanderers, or do we just pass? And use Wanderers to counter the bleed. I mean, we don't get last say with this, which is actually really scary against poison. But, you know, last say, you know, whatever, compared to... they will only play one card after me. So unless they have like poison on order, they can't hurt me too much, right? I'm gonna hope that that's true. I will say, you know, just for the sake of making some commentary here, I think it was wrong of me to pass. I think it was wrong. Let's see. I'll draw 3, thin 1, 2. That's 5. We go to 2. Like that. That's fine. Hopefully, Radovid does what he is supposed to do. Man, did I just play this? Do I have another siege engine? I do. Yeah. Of course that's gonna go down. Why would I ever think otherwise? That was a lot of tempo wasted. I actually maybe Radovid there. We lose out on 1 leader charge, but I don't think that's too bad. Okay, I'll say this much. I don't think that is what loses us the game. I really don't think that loses the game. We don't need him to have a shit ton of charges, right? Did we just Radovid right away? No, we set up an engine, but it's just gonna get poisoned.
To the dungeon.
Let's do this. Yeah, so Wanderers thins the last card. You know what? I don't want... By the way, I love the full Salamander stuff here. I actually don't want this to be 1 point bigger in exchange for 1 less ping. Like, that is actually just stupid. Alright. And we're going against poison. Gain 2 coins. Is that a heat wave? This is not turned off. He has to spend 4 coins to gain 1 armor. And I just keep taking off the armor. Like, that's a good exchange for me. No, you know what? Istrid. Istrid. I forgot about that. Oh, I really forgot about that. It's fine. Okay. Again, or I'll say the same thing I said about the my round 2 play there. I don't think that is what's going to lose us the game. Like, settling for that Wanderers is probably not all that bad, you know? It's probably fine. I really want to just poison him, you know? Yeah, so he's going to get boosted, which is fine. We're going to put her back. And him. Might as well just do that again, because we don't have more targets than this. mean, we'll just have to evaluate their poison possibilities when we make our last play. Like, if we see that they will be able to poison... Remove poison when earlier, then whenever your opponent plays a unit, poison it and remove a counter. Like, that is gonna be a problem. This is one of the things that can really mess this up. And also, I mean, she's just big. So I think that's the heat wave, right? I think that's just the heat wave. And now we'll see. If they will still have a way to poison twice in one turn. Yeah, see, this being bigger wouldn't have mattered for shit. Although I think this happened before I played Snowdrop, so that does matter for shit. Yeah, if he wants to spend 4 coins for I mean, it's essentially for 3 points, so like, it's not bad.
To slay dragons is our nightly duty.
If they're going to be able to poison twice in one turn, we spread our boosts a little bit. And we will know that by their second to last card. So not having a last say is potentially a little bit hurtful here, but I mean, we have points. This deck has a shit ton of points. And they probably have a shit ton of coins, so maybe this is not worth anything for me to do this.
Blessed be the sunrise and the sunset.
Now we'll see. This is a good one to boost. Like, if we have to split up our boosts, like, I'll boost the Trident to match what we already have here, and then could put the rest on a Veiled unit. Not a problem. Yeah, read that one. That's the one that's gonna kill you. Although I do fear that this is going to be another case of I'm going to play Roche, and I'm going to get the units, but I'm not going to click them once because I don't need the points. But we'll see. Ooh. That's, disappointing. Let's see. I mean, in the case of poison, I kind of feel like I have to yeah. I couldn't be too sure. You know, if I had a guarantee that I didn't have to be a dick, then I wouldn't be a dick. Alright. So this is happening. This is slow. Thoughts on the deck? It's strong. It is strong. I mean, as is to be expected of a deck like this, it's incredibly consistent. You know, we have a lot of these thinning tools which we can reliably run because they'll never break, right? We'll always be able to shuffle them back in. And we're getting crazy points from cards like Snowdrop, Istrid, Muted Generator, and obviously this combo. Yeah, incredibly consistent. The only issue that I had, you know, was obviously against Nilfgaard. I mean, just Vilgefortz is in a lot of decks. And then there are a lot of Nilfgaard players who randomly also have Traherne or a Kingslayer, apparently. And that extra one piece of thinning can really hurt you, because it can make Vernon Roche and or just our last play in general a lot less reliable and a lot less uncounterable. Which, you know, speaking of that, such a massive uncounterable finisher, I have mixed feelings on it, you know. Like, I really, really do. I think, like, yes, there's a lot of setup. Like, to get the Travelling Priestess to where I got it in my last match there, you know, you gotta hit it during the mulligans. You gotta use a leader that, you know, by itself, I mean, this is important. By itself, this leader is 4 points. Radovid with this leader is 10 points. 4-point leader, 10 for 10 order card. It's not even immediate value. Like, you can expect a lot more value to have to be generated from these cards and this leader's effects. And we're getting that. Obviously, the problem, and this, and I know a lot of people think this is a problem several places in Gwent, and I probably agree with most of it. It's the carryover aspect of it, right? Like, you play Radovid in round 1, right? And that gives you extra leader charges, you know, just a couple extra volunteers in round 3, and also just extra points on your round 3 finisher. A card you play in round 1 shouldn't have that much potential value in round 3. And the same with Muted Generator. You know, after playing it, like, I see why people play it, because it's actually, it is good. It is good. And, you know, it's slow, but it sets up insane amounts of carryover in round 2 and 3. It's that good. And I mean, carryover used to be like one of my favorite mechanics when it was really scarce and you had to work really hard for it, and only very specific archetypes had it, like dwarves. Dwarves have resilient units, right? And then, Sirinova. You have this deck building restriction, but you get this big resilience unit. And then we got like very, very careful carryover in the locations, and then the locations have gotten crazier with the carryover, and it's so much about generating carryover, which I guess, I mean, it's not necessarily a problem. It's just, obviously, suddenly it was a lot, and that's scary to deal with. And, you know, if everybody's doing it, then it's probably fine, but there are decks that don't do it. You just gotta make sure that, like, there's a balance there, a neat little balance. I'm not gonna go deep into that because we don't have time for that, and also I probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm not a game design expert. Very, very far from it. I am a casual gamer. I'm a very casual Gwent player, so I shouldn't get too deep into how to design the game. But yeah, what can I say? I mean, good things, fun. It's a fun deck to play. I can imagine it's a bitch to play against. It's powerful, it's consistent, and there's always like stuff to think about. And I like that. I like all of that. The Travelling Priestess is a cool card. I like Vernon Roche getting some play. I've always been a fan of that card. But there's something iffy about it, and of course, I mean, that's kind of the thing in not just Gwent, but probably every card game. Like, the decks that make it a tier 1, they're there for a reason. It's because there's something iffy going on. They just have that little extra oomph of just something that may or may not be healthy for the game. I'm not going to claim toxic, unhealthy on this yet. Just saying, keep your eyes open. And any deck that makes it to tier 1 is on my list. And not my Meta Snapshot list. More on my I'm watching you list. I'll be complaining about you in my future videos list. I'll be complaining about this deck for sure. When I play against it. But at least now, I played it for a few matches. I do know more or less how the deck works. And that is going to come in handy when I am inevitably going to have to try to beat it with something generally less powerful. But you know what, we'll deal with that when the day arrives. For now, I just want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you had a good time. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a balance patch next week, like a week from now. That is true. I don't know how many more videos I'll be making before that. Maybe we'll try out some more Meta Snapshot lists just to see what we're up against. But at least next week, things should be getting more interesting. Until then, have a good one. And I hope it won't be too long before I see you again.